Uzodinma made a declaration while speaking on behalf of the good people of Imo State during a meeting, saying that Imo State will vote for Tinubu and all the distractions will not work. This is the promise he's given. He noted that a lot has been said about the Southeast, both formally and informally. He also noted that agitation has gone up in the region, both violently and otherwise, adding that some people are happy because they believe that the government is moving forward, while some others are not happy because they believe that the governor, has not done well. He, however, noted that everyone is entitled to his or her own opinion. When a statement like that is given, it suggests one's guilty. The governor said that despite all the challenges and people's opinions, records must be set straight because it is a survivalist struggle and no one builds a house without a design. According to him, the life of the Igbos must not start and end with the civil war, as there is life after the war. He noted that immediately 9 years after the civil war, Dr. Alex Ekwueme, an Igbo man, became the vice president of Nigeria, 1979 to 1983. How can you miss the point so badly? We're talking about 1999, since when the constitution was in place, and you're talking about 1979? I mean, it's like the goalpost is here and you score behind it, or you score right opposite it. I don't understand. He continues to say that if the hatred in the regions in Nigeria have against each other, that it is an issue, and other Nigerians outside the Southeast would not have allowed Dr. Ekwueme to be vice president of Nigeria. You're comparing 1979 to 2022, and you call yourself a governor. I mean, this is a problem. How can you make such comparisons? I understand, yes, immediately after the war. How many years after the war? At that time, it's intense. But right now, we're talking on a whole different level. Now it's a democracy. Democracy under the guise of whatever it is, backed up by the 1999 Constitution. But the point is, you are not liked in your state. You are not the voted-in governor. Most of the people do not want you there. And you have just made yourself even more unlikable as a governor with the recent move you made of banning or shutting down a radio station. The killings that have been going on in your region for the last 4 years, what have you done? What have you done about it? And you say that some of your supporters believe that you're progressing. Progressing to where? Because your name is known as the Supreme Court governor, stating that they don't want you there. You're serving people that don't want you to serve them. They don't want you there. And it's a different thing. Fine. Whatever happens, good. You've been in power. What have you done? You've done everything to make yourself so unlikable. And now, in a state where you're not liked, you are trying to promise that votes are for Tinubu, the same party you're under and the same party that has caused havoc in the state. We have just got to be realistic. I mean, it is very, very funny. Very funny. I mean, your own people don't even respect you. So where are these distractions coming from? Uzodinma, speak for yourself and not for the Imolite. Which Imo? You forgot how you came? It will shock you. You see? This man should have been ashamed of himself. You will vote for him and not Imo State. Who are you to speak for the entire state? Exactly. I mean, technically he can because he's governor, but you're not even recognized as one to speak for the state because yet you're governor, but this person is asking, who do you think you are? We love Peter B. Your promise to Tinubu is a mockery. I mean, again, as stated, if you want to vote for him, great. But to make such a promise, I mean, you have really got to be confident. I bet you Hope Uzodinma will be one-term governor in Imo State. Ask Ohakim to explain to you. You just forget about us. Talk about the number of youths that have been killed. This rubbish statement coming from a Supreme Court governor is really laughable. My darling Imo State is totally obedient. And with general, because sometimes you can also perceive the general, I guess, the general acceptance of Peter Obi, and if you compare that to that of the APC, and then Hope Uzodinma, especially in this state that he wasn't voted in for, I mean, the decision is made even more easier. It's made easier for the youth anyway. Talk about voting you first. Leave Bola Ahmed Tinubu aside. Exactly. Focus on your state. You're focusing on someone whose fight is on a different level. Because having people like you on his team, I mean, you're not really making it good for him, are you? Oh, wow. I mean, these are very strong comments. Hope Uzodinma, you're a daydreamer. Tell ABC to look to another place to vote. Shameless. Did Tinubu give you a bullion van or a brown envelope that made you say a disgusting thing like this? You just have to be realistic. You're in a state where you weren't voted in for. The people don't connect with you. You haven't even tried to connect with the people as somebody that they didn't even want. You made it very much worse for yourself. And over the years, you don't just think they'd forget how you have reacted or responded to situations, to their cries in the past. And that is what they were using to judge if you are the one for them. And you're under such judgment and you're still confident and making promises that not that votes will come to you or your party in the state, but to the president. I mean, you're skipping a lot of steps. Some may call it delusion, but when things aren't adding up, but to one it seems like it is, but very far from the reality, it's giving delusion, to be very honest. It really is. Story for the gods. Stupid, hopeless Uzodinma. Who are you to tell people who they would vote for? You are not the same. It's a disrespect for me. Put what you think about this in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe.